my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. Your part is essential to God's plan for salvation. What's good, fam? We made it to lesson 100 of A Course in Miracles. This beautifully written, powerful course, powerful information, powerful material right here. Look how thick this thing is. We haven't even done a fraction of this. But we are, though, 1/3 ways complete with the workbook for students, which is the 365 lessons we've been doing. We made it to lesson 100. We hit triple digits, approximately 1/3 complete. And I just want to say, since 100 is a pretty big number in this world, and it appears as something very special, we're gonna make it special today. And I'm just gonna say congratulations for making it this far. I recognize you for being here for these 100 days, and you are acknowledged for that, because a lot of people can't do what you've done. A lot of people can't do what me and you have done together. If it wasn't for you, I would not be here right now. So just remember that me and you are doing unlearning together. Me and you are unlearning all of our worries and doubts and fears of this world. And I'm sure that by now, after 100 days straight, you have seen miraculous results in your life. Relationships are starting to prosper. Money is becoming to be not such a big deal as it used to be. And therefore, as a byproduct, you've been seeing more and more come in from different places that you wouldn't expect. Your health has been improving. Everything about your life experience that you have been living has been evolved as a result of you knowing the truth about who you are and knowing the truth about this world that we live in. Me and you have made it a very long way. Now, it only gets more powerful from here, but one more time, I just want to congratulate you and myself for making it this far. That is no small deal. That is a very big deal, and we are going to continue to grow in this journey that is really not a journey, because remember, we don't have to do anything to be what we already are. It just takes a snapping into the real world. Me and you here are already becoming masters, which is a great thing. So pat yourself on the back for that. All right. We're going to begin today's lesson, but I just want to say that this is a powerful day to be alive. It's a very special day to be alive, because me and you have remembered, and not only have we been remembering for the past 100 days, but we have been willing and determined to see things differently. And as a result of that willingness, we have seen everything differently. We have been awakened to information that we cannot forget. No matter how hard you try, if you wanted to, you can't forget what we know now. We know too much. There is no turning back. Me and you know the truth that we have hidden from ourselves. It has not been hidden from us by anyone other than me and you, because this information has always been here. So I believe that that's a good place for us to begin. If you don't got the book yet, then today would be a great time to go make that possible. Go call Barnes & Noble, see if they have the book at the location nearest you. Go on Amazon, purchase it from there, or better yet, hit me up and I will make that possible for you. And if you got the book already, then pull it out and you already know where to go. The PDF is in the description, and that's good to have too. Go download that and send that to someone who you feel needs it. Just send them the PDF, plant that seed in their head, and it will germinate there. And whenever the time comes, it will be a beautiful, large tree that they couldn't have gotten without you. So be someone's miracle today. Go download that PDF and send it to your mom, your dad, your sisters, brothers, family, friends, random person. Airdrop it to random person in a public location. Like, whatever you want to do with that, go do it. But that's free. Go download that. And enough celebrating for now. We're gonna get back to work, okay? So we are on lesson 100. Let's go ahead and begin. My part is essential to God's plan for salvation. Just as God's Son completes his Father, so your part in it completes your Father's plan. Salvation must reverse the mad belief in separate thoughts and separate bodies, which lead separate lives and go their separate ways. One function shared by separate minds unites them in one purpose, for each one of them is equally essential to them all. Meaning you are equal here. There is no one who is better than or less than us, and we are not better than or less than anyone else. At the very core of our being, disregarding outfits and skin color and gender and preferences, seeing each other for who we really are, which is one and the same, the very core of our being, we are all equal. Now that's important to know, because if we are all equal, which we are, then that must mean as well that each part is equally essential to the salvation of the world. Each part is equally essential to God's plan for salvation. So recognize that you are a very essential part to all that is. You are one with and a part of all aspects of creation, and without you, creation would not be complete. So never feel like you are not enough. I'm sure you've removed that belief a few weeks ago, a few lessons ago, but it comes back from time to time because we've done so much repeating of that our whole lives, that this repetition that we've been doing for the past 100 days is equally essential to blowing out that belief that it never was real. You are essential to all that is, and it would not be complete without you. God would not be complete without you. Can you believe that? God himself would not be complete without you. You are special here, and I am special, and so is everyone else. Therefore, none of us are special because we are all one. It only appears like right now with these physical eyes that everything's separate, but with true vision will show you that there is only one of us here, and we are all it. Let's continue. God's will for you is perfect happiness. Why should you choose to go against his will? The part that he has saved for you to take in working out his plan is given you that you might be restored to what he wills. This part is as essential to his plan as to your happiness. Your joy must be complete to let his plan be understood by those to whom he sends you. Beautifully stated. One more time. Your joy, your happiness, your peace must be complete to let his plan be understood by those whom he sends to you. So God is sending people to you left and right, and your happiness and that smile on your face and that joy, and even if the smile is not on your face, that peace that is emanating forth from you is necessary in order for others that he sends your way to be understood. They're going to see you and feel the peace emanating from you, and they're going to know that you are the one that God sent to them to help lead them to the way. Now, this is powerful. Let's go ahead and continue. They will see their function in your shining face and hear God calling to them in your happy laugh. That is who you are. You are love, you are light, you are peace, and you are here reminding everyone that comes across you of who they really are as well. And you can't do that if you fall asleep to that fact, because you're going to be miserable, sad, and depressed like the rest of this world, and people are just going to see the illusion perpetuated in you, and the dream is going to continue to play out for an unnecessary amount of time. But thank goodness that me and you are here today woke, because your essential part is going to finally be understood by those. Because remember, when the student is ready, the master, which is you, will appear. Because you are the teacher who knows something that they have forgotten, you can be a crucial part in their experience to help remind them and wake them up to who they really are. And as a result, they will wake up, and soon they will no longer need you as the teacher, because you are a good teacher, and you are a great teacher. Your plan is to make these individuals independent from you as quick as possible. You don't want someone to be following you around all the time, not because it doesn't bring you joy, but because you want them to know that their own guidance is something that they have all the time, even whenever the condition, which is you, is not present. So let's continue, but just know that they will see their function in your shining face and hear God calling to them in your happy laugh. You are indeed essential to God's plan. Without your joy, His joy is incomplete. Can you believe that? Without your joy, God Himself's joy is incomplete. Without your smile, the world cannot be saved. While you are sad, the light that God Himself appointed as the means to save the world is dim and lusterless, and no one laughs because all laughter can but echo yours. Oh my goodness, powerful stuff right here. You are indeed essential to God's plan. Just as your light increases every light that shines in heaven, so your joy on earth calls to all minds to let their sorrows go and take their place beside you in God's plan. Remember, all minds are joined. So you being in this state of enlightenment and happy and joyous and being as God created you is emanating forth from you to all parts of this universe. And those who are in the receptive mode will feel that spark of inspiration because of what you emanated. That's how powerful you are. That's what's happening right here and now. And you are more essential to God, this part in God's plan for salvation than you may think. So keep in mind that me and you we are essential. Always have been and forever will be, until salvation is no longer necessary, because whenever all God's sons are here in this state of mind and are aware that there's nothing to be saved from, then salvation will become needless, because the Son of God has not wandered off to create something that they need to be saved from. We are getting there. We will not let ourselves be sad today. For if we do, we fail to take the part that is essential to God's plan. One second. Just as your light increases every light that shines in heaven, so your joy on earth calls to all minds to let their sorrows go and take their place beside you in God's plan. God's messengers are joyous, which are me and you. God's messengers are joyous, and their joy heals sorrow and despair. They are the proof that God wills perfect happiness for all who will accept their Father's gifts as theirs. We will not let ourselves be sad today, for if we do, we fail to take the part that is essential to God's plan as well as to our vision. Sadness is the sign that you would play another part instead of what has been assigned to you by God. Thus, do you fail to show the world how great the happiness He wills for you, and so you do not recognize that it is yours. Today, we will attempt to understand joy is our function here. If you are sad, your part is unfulfilled, and all the world is thus deprived of joy along with you. That's how powerful you are. If you are sad, your part is unfulfilled, and all the world is thus deprived of joy along with you. God asks you to be happy so the world can see how much He loves His Son and wills no sorrow rises to abate His joy. No fear besets Him to disturb His peace. You are God's messenger today. You bring His happiness to all you bring His happiness to all you look upon. His peace to everyone who look looks on you and sees his message in your happy face. We will prepare ourselves for this today in our 5-minute practice period by feeling happiness arise in us according to our Father's will and ours. Begin the exercises with the thought today's idea contains. Then realize your part is to be happy. Only this is asked of you or anyone who wants to take place among God's messengers. Think what this means. You have indeed been wrong in your belief that sacrifice is asked. You but receive according to God's plan and never lose or sacrifice or die. So one thing I do want to say is it states you have indeed been wrong in your belief that sacrifice is asked. Most people, again, who believe that who look at being part of God's plan for salvation and whatever they may think of that, they believe that it's going to sacrifice, that they're making sacrifice. They believe that it's going to take them away from what they're doing with their families, with their friends, with their loved ones in this world, and they believe that it's going to deviate them from their plans and goals in this world. They believe all of these insane beliefs, and remember, it's only the ego who is deviating them from God's plan for salvation, because without seeing fear in the world, the ego wouldn't exist. So the ego does everything in its power to make sure you don't see any love, because the ego would not exist if it were for seeing the truth, because the ego itself does not exist, which means that it needs to justify its existence with every little shred of evidence that it gets in this world. So one of the ways that it does that is to make it appear that God's plan for salvation is a sacrifice. I have to spend less time with my people that I love. I have to spend less time on my business or less time doing things that I love. And actually, it's the complete opposite, because remember, it states right here. Where does it say it? To fulfill your function is to be happy. That's all it is. To take your part in God's plan for salvation is to be happy. That does not sacrifice anything. It is actually sacrificing everything to be sad and worry and doubt, fear and depressed, because you are sacrificing who you really are to have the meaningless things of this world. So everyone has it backwards. I'm sure me and you have had it backwards at one point in time, so we understand what it's like to have it backwards. We have it right now and now because we've been there before in the backward state of mind, and we are here now in our right state of mind. We can help those who are in their backward state of mind finally see the real world. And we don't have to force this information on nobody, but those who are ready will appear, and me and you will be the glad teachers to them to remind them of who they really are. Whether we speak words or not, they will be reminded because of your energy that you are emitting. They will be reminded of who they really are because you are being who you really are, which is who they really are, which is spirit, which is love, which is light, peace, happiness, etc., joy. Think what this means. You have indeed been wrong in your belief that sacrifice is asked. You but receive according to God's plan and never lose or sacrifice or die. Now, let us try to find that joy that proves to us and all the world God will for us. All the world God's will for us. It is your function that you find it here and that you find it now in this instant. For this you came. Let this one be the day that you succeed. Look deep within you, undismayed by all the little thoughts and foolish goals you pass as you ascend to meet the Christ in you. He will be there, and you can reach him now in this instant. What could you rather look upon in place of him who waits that you may look on him? What little thought has power to hold you back? What foolish goal can keep you from success when he who calls to you is God himself? He will be there. You are essential to his plan. You are his messenger today. and you must find what he would have you give. Do not forget the idea for today between your hourly practice periods. It is yourself, i.e., who you really are, who calls to you today, and it is him you answer. Every time you tell yourself you are essential to God's plan for the salvation of the world. One more time. My part and your part, our part, is essential to God's plan for the salvation of the world. Powerful, beautiful lesson to start off triple digits of these lessons. We are going to allow our minds to dwell on this for 5 minutes every hour that passes today, and we will see some powerful things begin to take place. Remember, you and me are both essential to God's plan for salvation, and the only thing that we need to do is to be happy. That's it. Remember, happiness and your function are one. Whenever you are happy, you are functioning properly. Therefore, you are completing your role in God's plan for salvation. And whenever you are anything other than happy, meaning upset in any form that it may take, and you know the list already, but I'm still going to mention it to impress it in our minds: worry, doubt, fear, jealousy, anger, depression, etc. All of those forms that fear may take are letting you know that you have some forgiveness to do, because forgiveness is your function as the light of the world, and happiness and your function are one, meaning if you're not happy in any given moment in time, there is some forgiving you need to do, whether that be forgive somebody who just got you mad, forgiving someone who just got you irritated, forgiving yourself for making what you believe was the wrong decision, forgiving yourself for allowing yourself to fall back asleep into the illusion. Forgive yourself. That is it. That is the most powerful tool, if you want my honest opinion, that me and you have been given out of being here 100 days. The most powerful tool you could have is forgiveness. I know me and you have received a lot from the italicized portions of these texts, and we have received a lot of powerful headings such as nothing I see means anything, my mind's preoccupied with past thoughts, I am spirit, etc. But if you want my personal opinion, forgiveness, which is your function as light of the world, is one of the most powerful tools, and better yet, only tools you need, because in any moment, whenever you understand, one, I am not happy, that must mean that two, I am not functioning, because happiness and my function are one. And if I'm not functioning, what is my function again? My function is forgiveness, meaning I have some forgiving to do right now in this moment. And whenever I forgive it, then I will let myself free from the illusions that I imposed on myself, and therefore will return and ascend to my natural state of being, where the Christ will be there to meet me, where God will be there to meet me, where who I really am will be there to welcome me home, because I wandered off for a little bit into this insane world of illusions, and because I returned back, I am being celebrated by all that is, reminding me, clapping their hands, cheering for my return. That's what's happening at all moments in time. And not only do and should me and you experience that, but the fact that me and you are experiencing that is going to be what causes the entire world to experience that, because it is a ripple effect. Remember, a butterfly in the Amazon is affecting situations that are 200 miles away. One tiny little butterfly that seems so insignificant is affecting things that nobody would even think of. Now, that's what the butterfly effect is. And same thing here with me and you. Although sometimes while identifying with the ego, me and you believe that we are insignificant in this world, out of the billions of people that are here, we sometimes think, what are we? What am I? This one person out of 10 billion, not to mention all the materialistic things in this world, and all the types of creatures and animals and all the creations on this planet, and not even this planet, but in this universe, all the planets, all the stars, all the galaxies, whatever it is that you think of this universe, me and you seem like a tiny little part in terms of this world whenever we see with our body's eyes. But whenever we have true vision, we understand that the role that we play is not insignificant. The role that me and you play is equivalent with everybody else here. The role that me and you play is just as powerful as any and everybody else here. So keep that in mind. Now, this was a very powerful lesson. I hope you had a great time. I know that I had a great time today. Again, congratulations to both me and you for making it 100 days strong here in ACIM, A Course in Miracles. We are going to conclude today's lesson right here, and we will meet here again tomorrow for lesson 101 of A Course in Miracles. And for now, let's keep on our minds that our part is essential to God's plan for salvation. I will catch you tomorrow.